Greetings, everyone. Not too long ago, I checked out parts 1 and 2 of the Mount Vernon Kids Top 10 Marvel Heroines, and that prompted me to finally dig one of my lists out of top 10 heroines that I've done but haven't posted. And where mine will differ from MVK's will be that these aren't specific to one company or another. So, without any further ado, number 10, which I'm sure some of you may find is something of an obscure pick for a list like this. This character comes from my favorite cartoon of all time, namely The Tick, and the character is American Made. A character so stereotypical, yet at the same time unconventional, that I couldn't help but to put her on this list. At number 9, if you were not a fan of the Milestone universe, this character probably would have escaped you altogether. But I gotta go with the blonde bombshell known as Donner. Pretty much buff lady warrior types have always had a kind of a special place in my heart. So to go from one buff type to another, I gotta go with Princess Diana, Wonder Woman, which many of you might think that I would have rated her more highly, and it wouldn't be out of the question. Unfortunately, I haven't really been digging what direction she's been going in lately. I'd rather see Wonder Woman taking on more street level opponents, as opposed to every villain being from Greek mythology or from some sort of super mythos or what have you. But you know, you still can't deny Diana. At number 8, Storm. From the very beginning, this has been a character that's been pretty much someone that I can feel glad that I came along during a time where someone of color had some actual real power, and Storm is the one that foots that bill. 10, 9. Next up would be Invisible Woman. The only thing that I can really say about her is that she's just pretty much timeless. And next would be another character from the Milestone universe. A lot of this has to do with her design, but she sort of has that back in the day Joan of Arc kind of look, and her name is Iron Butterfly. No doubt I like the name also. If there was a character from that universe that I would like to see with their own title, or at least a mini, would be Iron Butterfly. Now, this is another perhaps unconventional choice, given her situation, but every time I read about her, in a comic, even though I didn't buy a lot of comics with her in it. Every time I read one with her in it, she always came up big, and that's the former Batgirl that we all know today as Oracle. Barbara Gordon, I think it probably in the past 5 years, if not 10, has probably had more influence than a lot of characters that have held leadership mantles. Let's see, where am I at now? Oh yeah, number 3. Not even popular back in her day, but long before Stone Cold and The Rock were speaking in the third person, this lady, who would later become the Celestial Madonna, really kicked it off in comics, and that's Mantis. Hand-to-hand combat, I think top notch. The way she was written, she could take out anybody else, especially at their respective strength level. She could probably take on Shang-Chi or Black Panther or Captain America and possibly defeat any of them. But she was pretty big on that this one this and this one that type talk, and Mantis don't understand and whatever. But I found that myself to be kind of endearing. Number 2, Black Widow. Probably one of the most underrated characters in the Marvel U, if not in comics in general. She's been partnered with Hawkeye, she's been partnered with Daredevil, and I think it's safe to say that she's been nobody's sidekick. She brings more to the table than most, and she's definitely a force to be reckoned with. And at number 1, someone who's, I guess you could say, sort of a guilty pleasure of mine. She doesn't have a huge backstory, although she's been out for a while now. The mid 70s, early 70s perhaps, and that's Thundra. Many of you will probably think she's the poor person's Wonder Woman, and you'd be right, but there's just been something about that character that's just I don't know, I'm just drawn to that character for some reason, and really wish that Marvel would do something huge with her. And I don't mean give her that green daughter she had, or having her hook up with the Hulk and having her turn green, but anyway, that's my list. I hope those of you out there that peek this out, let me know who your favorites are. And until next time, night out.